We're going to dive into the Vergo and the Monet fight with two teams that don't use any of the new batch, no worldwide celebration units, and do not use Tashigi as a friend captain. So we're going to start off with Vergo. As you guys have seen in my breakdowns, you guys know what this content does. The big thing with Tashigi, she gets around the special bind on the final stage, and then the silence is like non-existent because she has that auto proc in her special ability. But with double Sobermask, you can actually jump on turn 2, and that way you can actually bypass the silence and you don't have to worry about it at all, and you can still use his special. Now, with this particular variation, I believe it's the Vergo fight, you actually get a 1.1 times attack boost for 3 turns, so you are going to be stuck with that very low attack boost, which is a little bit annoying, but it doesn't matter that much because you're still going to get the tandem orbs thanks to Sobermask. With the Monet unit down the bottom there, you can remove the Despair on turn 2, and to bypass the special rewind, you can actually use the Carrot and Wonder special. Now, you don't really need to use Carrot and Wonder on turn 2, like you can if you want to, if you need a little bit more damage, but you pretty much should be able to sort of just bypass this with like the jumps of the Sanji units. With Bon Clay, he gives you base stats on the final stage. He also has a little bit of type advantage because he's a free spirit character, and Luffy is not only going to remove the special bind on the final stage, but he also removes the paralysis, which is really, really handy. He's a treasure map legend though, so I do understand if lots of people don't have him. Now, the annoying thing here is it is a 7-turn special bind, so you are going to need a support to remove 2 turns of special bind on the entire crew, and that's where the Sabo support comes out on Luffy, and the Dream Team sort of just works amazingly. Dofi's there for extra damage, Vivi's there for extra damage, so don't stress if you don't have them. You probably just won't be able to hit those super high nav levels, but you could use something like Zoro on Carrot Wonder instead for more chain boosting stuff. On to the Monet Intrusion fight now. Tashigi's really good because obviously she removes the special bind on the final stage once again, and she can also remove the special bind on turn 2. But with this particular team, you just really need the Carrot and Nami unit. Their swap and special can remove 6 turns of special bind as well as 6 turns of bind on turn 2, which is exactly what you need. Just make sure you put them on the right hand side. We're running double Sobermask once again. Zoro with the Kyorosura support and the Brook support gets around the threshold and the defense up, which works exceptionally. We have Sobermask for attack boosting, and then we also have the units down here, the SB unit to remove more defense up as well as more threshold, because you do need to get around 7 turns of defense up, I believe, as well as 6 turns of threshold, which the combination of Zoro and Esper can do that. Finally, we have Luffy once again to remove the special bind on the final stage. I believe it's only 6 turns. Yep, it's only 6 turns, so you can get around it with that particular character. Plus, Esper is going to remove the attack down, which is super nice. You do have some type advantage too here because Monet is a dual type, so once you hit the strength variation, you will hit fairly hard. And this should most likely get you to the threshold, but like those higher nav levels, these teams will definitely struggle. But hopefully, they help you guys out if you can't find Tashigi's.